All right. We just seen Send Help. It's directed by Sam Raimi, I believe. I may be wrong. Starring Dylan O'Brien and the lady. This movie was very. I seen the trailer and that I already know messed up by seeing the trailer, and it it was like the description of the movie is horror comedy. So I guess this is something. It's not new, but it's just not something that's done often, and it was very like confusing. It has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, but
Really?
yeah, it does. It does. I can see how this has a 98% on Rotten Tomato. Simply because this movie, like, the concept draws on you have a terrible boss, and like now you finally get the opportunity to be in power, be in control. And this movie is like, this highlights what how like eye for eye will leave everybody mumbling and blind. And so like you see, like it's hard to root for anyone in this movie at all. This is like the completely against Christ's way of becoming successful. Like this person was so power hungry. The main character was so power hungry and so tired of being disrespected and mistreated and things like that. And the movie does an okay job, in my opinion, of like presenting like, oh, this person is being treated horribly and they are not in necessarily probably the right state of mind a little bit. So like the trailers in that aspect doesn't give anything away like that. They set it up throughout the movie where like, okay, yeah, it's believable, this person knows how to like do the survival thing. But yeah, it's just, this is one of those things where like you become what you hated so much. Like it's as a Christian, as a follower of Christ and his teachings, and thinking about that and meditating on the word of Christ, meditating on the word of Father God, this movie is very hard to root for anyone. In the end, you see the main character, or to me, the main character is the villain at the end of the day. Like, as crummy, as terrible of a boss as the boss was, the initial boss, and as terrible as the co-workers were, you see like how sinful each one is, and like it, yeah, like they try to go and save themselves, or just trying to help each other. So tying it back to Christ is to serve thy neighbor. But if you're only trying to serve yourself, you can't. If you're only trying to serve yourself and you're trying to like make it, most of the time you end up backstabbing people or killing people or doing like just nasty things to people when that's not even necessary. Like, Christ shows us that the way is to serve people, and we can all help each other. We can all be beneficial to each other. The movie in itself, I can 100% see like this is a good movie. I wouldn't recommend seeing it, but it's a decent, okay, good movie, but it doesn't make it on my list personally. Yeah, this is gonna be a short one. This is a short one. Like what do y'all think in the comment section down below? This was bizarre, if I had to sum it up in a few words. A bizarre movie, but I can see how people are like, oh no. I can see how some people will like it that's like not of faith and things like that, which is perfectly fine. But this is you know what this movie is? This is not just a horror, if I can say the word right, comedy, a horror comedy. This is a fantasy. Because a lot of people who probably been in that position as the protagonist was, they probably like fantasize about doing something like that. But that's like where you go back to like what Jesus was saying, like it's not breaking the law or the 10 Commandments. It's the start of it. It's the thought of you don't like this person to such a point where you want to do harm to them. And like, it's one thing if this person is like killing other people. Yes, this person needs to be stopped or they need to be killed. It's another thing if this person is just your boss and y'all living in civil society and you're taking it to that extent. It's the initial thought, and you see her thoughts just proceed, and they just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and get worse to where now she's taking action. And that's what Jesus meant, like when he was doing the Sermon on the Mount and he was like breaking down, it's the looking at the other person or looking at other women or other men or what have you, and having lustful thoughts about the other, or having hateful thoughts, or having hatred towards another person, or severe dislike to the point where it leads you to action that can be detrimental to your own health and things like that. Spoiler, at the end of the movie, she gets away with all of it. So this movie is 100% a fantasy. Flat out fantasy. Save your popcorn. You got anything, Wife Sampson?
I would say like the comedy was there. it was
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it was. That's a good point.
But
yeah.
it was a crazy movie.
Yes.
Cause I'm like, bro, they're like cuckoo.
Yeah, cuckoo for cocopos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make it onto my list of movies.
No. This is definitely one of those movies where it's just like, if you want a crazy, chaotic, just off the wall type of movie, and that's what you're going for, you want a little bit of gore, a little bit of blood and things like that, then yeah, this movie's probably for you. But this is not for me. It's not, like my wife Sampson said, it's not making it on the list for me. Alright, thank you for watching. Send help. Did you see it? What did you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And yes, peace.